Ross, I've got a meeting with the accountant in about 30 minutes, and obviously I don't really dress up like this. And I'm not trying to welch out on the punishment.
Well, you are.
Oh, okay. But can I just dress in my normal clothes for
No.
half an hour?
No, the accountant will understand.
No, I don't think the accountant will understand.
They will.
He's an accountant, he won't understand.
He will.
Am I okay to just dress in my normal clothes for 30 minutes?
No. Punishment. You can't get out of the punishment.
Can I dress as a different WWE superstar for 30 minutes?
I'll pick the superstar, though.
Sure. Thank you.
Goodbye, Adam.
Cheers, Ross.
WTF!
Hello, I'm Ross from Cultaholic.com. You are my sexual wank pheasants, and welcome to the WTF moments from this week's SmackDown Live. A SmackDown Live that had me looking twice and thinking I was watching one of those horrible vlogs where people go down to the shops to buy bath bombs or something. What was going on? I don't know. Kevin Dunn, what are you smoking? Let's get cracking with a knacking. So apparently Shinsuke Nakamura winning the men's Royal Rumble on Sunday means it's never been truer that he is truly WWE's rock star. Tom Phillips once again putting two completely unrelated things in the same sentence and then claiming that one has caused the other because of reasons. The only thing Shinsuke Nakamura's win on Sunday means is the fact that he had a very good night on Sunday by winning the men's Royal Rumble, and that he will face AJ Styles at WrestleMania 34 unless something bad happens along the way and WWE take away one of those dream matches that have the internet virgins in the basement. I don't do it anymore, do I? And how can he be a rock star anyway? He doesn't play any bastard instruments. But I hear he sings like an angel. And what about the monstrosity that went over the screen during Shinsuke Nakamura's signature pose? It looked like he took the dive when he did, or those letters would have ran him over and killed him. What were those about? What is the crap with SmackDown Live these days? Has Robin Thicke started editing WWE shows, or has Kevin Dunn finally hit rock bottom or a midlife crisis by believing that Robin Thicke's music video for his one-time hit Blurred Lines is the right, the cool, the tickety-boo thing to do? Don't be like Robin Thicke, he's a knob. Point. Tom Phillips then claims that Kevin Owens screwed himself at the Royal Rumble by getting involved in the finish of the match even though he wasn't the legal man. What on earth are you talking about, Tom Phillips? The referee's in charge of the match and the referee told Kevin Owens that he was a legal man. The referee believed the tag happened. What's Kevin Owens supposed to do in that situation? Just stand on the apron and go, nah mate, I'm not coming in, and get counted out? Of course he's going to get in there when the referee's telling him to do so because he's a good Canadian hairy boy. The referee is the only one at fault here. Tom, you bonerific face fornicator, and the SmackDown Live commentary team by creating a massive plot hole by having a second referee coming down to the ring to tell the first referee he'd done effed up in that SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match between Gable and Benjamin and the Usos a few weeks ago. The referee's decision is final, claims Daniel Bryan. That's unless, of course, there's a second referee sat in the back who then comes down to the ring and changes the referee's decision in a SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship match a few weeks ago. How they can have that happen just once instead of starting afresh and setting new precedents is absolutely beyond me. Kevin Owens claims that making a mistake is like setting your alarm for 7 PM when you meant to set it for 7 AM. What a weird reference that is to make. I'm sure it's some sort of inside joke within WWE, but it had most of us fans going, you dizzy blood? If I was in Kev's kick pads and wanted to make a reference that everybody would understand, I would have said something like a mistake like Jason Jordan. Damn sexy, Kurt. In the midst of receiving a pankake from Big E, we can all dream. Corey calls Big E a derelict and I was all like, what? Hell no, hold up. In relation to a person, calling someone a derelict is someone without a home, a job or a property, or you could say that somebody is being derelict of their duties. Big E has a house, probably. He works for WWE and Vince McMahon's private gigolo firm, Big Sweaty Jackhammers, and he probably owns things as well, so we can discount that first definition of derelict in relation to a person. And then by giving Corey Graves a crusty eye with a pankaki, he cannot be derelict of his duties either. He's being entertaining, he's flogging pancakes, he's doing everything he has to do. As Booker T would say, oh, I don't miss Booker T at all. What the hell was going on with those promos on SmackDown Live last night? Did Kevin Dunn just discover Windows Movie Maker or Snapchat? Snapchat, eh? Snapchat teeth. Normally when you talk about the Usos and bars, it's really positive because the Usos are really good at spitting bars. You know what I mean, Xavier Woods, you rated our numpty. But those bars there, nah, not so much. But it's funny because WWE has been hoofed right up the Capri Alley by juxtaposition once again. As we all know, Jey Uso was arrested for DWI a few weeks ago. A few days later after the news broke, he was on an episode of Ride Along. Could we believe that? No, we couldn't. And now he's behind bars just like he probably was on that night. Ha 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 ha! Just be more aware, WWE, for Christ's sake. Made a grave mistake, Corey. The Usos claim they're the best tag team in WWE. Corey Graves pipes up, claims he agrees with them by saying they're the best tag team in the world. Corey Graves, that is not the same thing. Yes, WWE claim they own a universe, but that universe exists in a world where many other wrestling promotions have many tickety-boo tag teams of their own. One of them here. Pablo Zabaleta again. If you want a job, Daniel Bryan, all you have to do is ask, pal, but first of all, sort that bloody lid out. We have got no space for curtains here. Baron Corbin needs Tide Pod sign. Now, I do not understand the fascination certain fans have with detergent, but in this case, the logic perfectly makes sense. Baron Corbin needs detergent, which in turn is deterring his hair from growing. So Ruby Riott comes out to cut Charlotte down. She claims that Charlotte said that she broke the internet on her own. When Charlotte didn't say that, Charlotte said that Ronda Rousey appearing was the thing that broke the internet. On its own. That was wrong. And then the second point of Ruby Riott's promo, which was wrong, is the fact that she lambasted Charlotte for having an ego as big as her father's, as if that was some kind of issue. That's not an issue. What could be an issue, though, is if Charlotte had a penis which bends to the left like her dad's does, according to Missy Hyatt, the penis diddler, who has seen many penises through the years. If she doesn't have one of those, then everything's gonna be okay. Sticking with Ruby once again, and this time she claims that, of course, Charlotte thinks she can just handpick her opponent for WrestleMania. That's not what she said at all. She said the question is, who's going to be her opponent at WrestleMania? And that's when Ruby Riott cut her off. Did Kevin Dunn play Ruby's music before Charlotte was supposed to have said all the things that Ruby claims she said? Who knows? And then, sticking with Ruby once again, she was having an absolute Western supermare last night. She claimed that Charlotte is impossibly unoriginal in the single biggest example of kettle pop black since I bought a black kettle for me flat last Friday. How can any member of the Riot Squad say this when Absolution debuted the day before they did in the exact same way that they did? Look at the parts, for Christ's sake. Ruby is Paige, Sarah Logan, I guess, is the muscle, just like Sonya Deville. Then you have Mandy Rose, who is the blonde bombshell, just like Liv Morgan. They are the same thing, doing the same things, all of the piss in time. And speaking of Mandy, with this promo, Ruby Riott clearly dropped a ton of Mandy before she came out and said some words, because she was speaking right out of a Capri Alley. Heels in heels? What you talking about? Well, it's the faces in heels here, and the heels are in wrestling boots. Every day is Rusev Day, you disrespectful glory hole. You know when you turn the entrances off on 2K18 because you can't be asked with life anymore? Well, SmackDown Live did this last night with the Gable and Benjamin versus Breezango match. If WWE can't be asked with their lives anymore, why should we care? What a waste of time. That MAGA sign. Unless, of course, that fella there is promoting a tutti frutti jaunt over to Magaluf, then I'm all for that kind of thing. Why? Made a grave mistake, Corey. Corey Graves claims that he's been waiting to see AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for a very long time. So long, in fact, that he's been waiting since before both of those men were WWE superstars. Corey, you've been waiting for a bus that has come and gone. Don't be an incompetent numpty like that, Peter Rosenberg. Do not discount everything that doesn't happen in WWE, Corey. You're better than that. Buy a car, get a subscription to New Japan World, flick on Wrestle Kingdom 10, and you'll have a little stiffy. Why do I need to always mention penises? And next up we have Kevin Owens screaming at Sami Zayn like Vince McMahon does in dog shelters when Sami Zayn was going to fall into the trap of going for Shinsuke Nakamura's moves. What was Sami doing? If Sami just listened to Kevin, he wouldn't have fallen into the traps provided by Shinsuke Nakamura, and then Sami and Kevin would not have fallen out. If I was Sami Zayn, I would listen to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has won just about every title on the main roster in WWE, and Sami Zayn has won none of them. So what's he doing? Rebellious gingers at it again. And we end with a horrible sign, a sign that reads Rousey is grotesque. Like, I don't think so. I think she's really pretty. And that's it for your WTF moments from this week's SmackDown Live. I've been Ross from Cultaholic.com. Thank you once again for being a sexual wank pheasant. Pledge to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cultaholic. Anything you can afford to give will be greatly appreciated and then retitivated into many different things for your entertainment desires. But most importantly of all, do not forget to join us.